Okay, what I have here is about a maybe 6 to 10 year old Jinhoo DVP 506 DVD player. And what went on with this is it went hooey, meaning I couldn't get it to eject, I couldn't get it to play, I couldn't get the remote to work, I couldn't use the manual controls. So we futzed around with it a little bit. Sometimes it would work, sometimes it wouldn't. Then I think it got stuck in the on mode and was left on, for about maybe 3 weeks, where it would just sit there and hold. Well, I think the result was that the power supply overheated and it decided to take a total, it decided to check out, commit suicide, whatever, through the lack of us turning it off. Anyway, had a very important disc stuck in there. It was the Criterion edition of The Third Man, which I'm going to show you real quick here. And we wanted to get that DVD out, which I already have done. So to do that, I looked at many YouTube videos, found very little help there. In fact, none whatsoever, except there was a couple clues. Since all DVD players are related, and a lot of them are very similar, a lot of them use the same internal mechanism. Of course, the circuitry varies extensively depending on its DVD or Blu-ray DVD and so on. So what I did was, on the bottom there are screws. That's the bottom of the unit. And the screws are little black screws. You remove every one of those. And that allows the plastic top to be removed, revealing your circuitry and your DVD player. And the DVD was stuck, of course, underneath this. Well, what I discovered was there's 2 screws on this. But here's the real interesting thing here. This just comes out. You just lift it, move it, and look at that. It's out of the unit. If you want it completely out, you can disconnect the wires that are attached to your drive, but you don't need to do that, which is great. There you see these 2 rubber pads are just glued to the top. But underneath each pad reveals that there is a screw, and you remove the screws from each side. I can't really show you that, but there are screws underneath. And once you remove both of the screws, which one is not removed, but you just simply move it out of the way, like so. This reveals the DVD just resting on top of the mechanism, and you just take it out this way and remove it carefully. And do be careful, because you'll scratch the heck of it if you aren't careful. So remove it with a very delicate pair of hands, and you've removed your disc, which, by the way, the disc is far more valuable to me than the entire player. Now, what I discovered on this player was that there was some signs of corrosion in that on one of the boards, and that board was located underneath the drive. So I'm going to put this back where the screws were, screw on each side, but I'm just going to leave the screws out, of course, because I don't have any need for this thing anymore. And underneath right there, I'm going to zoom in the best I can, and you can't really see it, but there you can see some of it. It looks like battery acid, in fact, and you can kind of see it right there, and it was all the way across the printed circuit area. And I have no idea if it ate through or it was some sort of short. I think it just overheated right there, and whatever happened as a result, it took a siesta. But I believe that the power board here probably failed, and I don't know what exactly failed on it. I really think the thing is not worth fixing. I would not attempt to fix this unless I had another one as a donor unit, and just simply exchange some parts and do it that way. It played well. It was a good little unit for the 4, 5, 6 years that we had it. But that's about it. I don't know if this was a DVD player that was region free, which is a great advantage when you're buying things like British comedies and such that have that region on it. But anyway, easy fix to get your your DV disc out of the unit, and not too much trouble, as you can see. Just a couple screws on the top. Once again, a review. They're here and here, and the screws on the bottom just to remove the top need to be removed. That's it. So good luck with your project. All your projects. Have a nice day.